Good day, everyone. Father Jim here. Hope you're doing well on this Friday. It is the 26th day of April, and I'll be reading from both of our readings from our liturgy today. Our first reading today comes from the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 13, verses 26 to 33. When Paul came to Antioch in Pisidia, he said in the synagogue, "My brothers, children of the family of Abraham, and those others among you who are God-fearing, to us this word of salvation has been sent. The inhabitants of Jerusalem and their leaders failed to recognize him, and by condemning him they fulfilled the oracles of the prophets that are read Sabbath after Sabbath. For even though they found no grounds for a death sentence, they asked Pilate to have him put to death. And when they had accomplished all that was written about him, they took him down from the tree and placed him in a tomb. But God raised him from the dead, and for many days he appeared to those who had come up with him from Galilee to Jerusalem. These are now his witnesses before the people. We ourselves are proclaiming this good news to you, that what God promised our fathers, he has brought to fulfillment for us, their children, by raising up Jesus, as it is written in the second psalm, 'You are my son, this day I have begotten you.'" And our gospel today is from St. John, chapter 14, verses 1 through 6, one of my favorite passages. Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You have faith in God, have faith also in me. In my Father's house there are many dwelling places. If that were not, but I have told you that I'm going to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back again and take you to myself, so that where I am, you also may be. Where I'm going, you know the way." Thomas said to him, "Master, we do not know where you are going. How can we know the way?" Jesus said to him, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." Well, going back to that first reading, St. Paul arrives in Antioch, which is located in modern-day Turkey. He presents himself to the Jewish community as a messenger, proclaiming the greatest good news to ever be delivered, that Jesus, the Son of God, has been raised from the dead. This message of the resurrection is not just for the Jewish people, but for all God-fearing people. These types of messages don't always elicit joy, however. They can also bring fear. Think how often the first words of God's messengers are, "Do not be afraid." Jesus' words in today's gospel follow immediately after he had foretold Peter's denial. That must have been shocking to hear. Fear and anxiety were likely rising as we meet Jesus and the apostles today. But in the passage we just heard, Jesus offers his consolation. "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You have faith in God, have faith also in me." As his followers, we have faith in him, for he is the way and the truth and the life. The disciples, the Jewish community in Antioch, and all of us who are always coming to the Lord's table each week or even every day, know that Jesus leads the way and that the destination is eternal union with our triune God. Every message is given for a purpose. Jesus came to live among us, to reconcile us with the Father. Through our words and actions, we show the world that we are the children of God, beneficiaries of his grace and mercy. And through our participation in and reception of the Eucharist, each time we come to Mass, we come into communion with Jesus. That grace moment is always a glimpse into the perfection and the beauty of the dwelling place that Jesus is preparing for us in his Father's house. Hope your Friday is going well as we end this week together. Let's keep praying for one another. God bless you and take care.